my friend Milan, and all my friends. So, I'll just start with what Pedro just mentioned about the who are the people, how we can involve the young people. If you are from Bangladesh, probably it doesn't go without saying. It's not the half of the population are young. Our median age is 27. Half the population of the country is under 27 years old. So if you're looking for young people, come to Bangladesh. Everywhere. Young boys, young girls, they're everywhere. And it's a tightly packed country. Most densely populated country in the whole world. We have a tiny little space with 171 million people. And all young people. If I say all, I mean all. If you take the line 50 years of age, 2/3 of the population are under 50. So you're talking about a country of young people, that's Bangladesh. So you can't do anything without looking at the world through their eyes. And their eyes in the eyes of the world. Because one thing, how we share each other, I don't know. But I bring it up again and again, living in Bangladesh, growing up in Bangladesh, I get more and more convinced. Today's young generation is the most powerful generation in the entire human history. I repeat in case you missed it. Today's young generation is the most powerful generation in the entire human history. What the young people or human beings did a few years back, took years to do, the young people can do it in seconds. That's the power they got. Not because they are smarter than previous generation. They are same human being, same intellectual capability they have. But one thing they have difference, the technology in their hand. No other generation in the past has so much technology in their hand at birth. When the child grows up, little child crawling, when it stands up, just touch the wall, they touch the wall to see if something is happening on the other wall. Because he or she figured out touching changes things. She's looking for the touch to happen. And that's the way their mind grows up. So I tell the young people in Bangladesh by saying, you must believe without raising any question about it. You are Aladdin's lamp. You have the power to do anything by just touching a button. It will be done. If you are convinced that you are Aladdin's lamp, or you are the genie inside of the Aladdin's lamp, and that's what you are. If you feel that you are the genie, if you know that you are a genie, then ask yourself, what are you going to do with the power? Because if you don't use your power, that's lost, completely gone. So it may look like same, your generation and my generation, but we are very different. You have the power of the genie. All you need to do is to imagine. Imagine the world that you want to build. If you imagine, it will happen because you have the power. If you don't imagine, your power is useless. That imagine, it never happens because you didn't think about it. So please think, that's the power. And when we are coming to healthcare, that's the message that I give. We can solve all the healthcare problem in the world. Simply, we are still stuck with the old ways of thinking about the healthcare. The technology that we have in the healthcare today is good enough to make things happen in the world. And during the Corona period, when whole world was shaking in fear, what's happening. And they were trying to bring out the vaccine. We sent out a letter to be signed by everybody. That vaccine must not be owned by the patent rights. It should be patent-free vaccine. And they said, no, it can't be done. I said, of course it can be done, because it was done before. So why don't we do it now? But what is the advantage? If you remove this patent right, then anybody, any country in the world can produce it. Now few companies will hold the patent right and control the life of the entire world's population. I said, that's a shame. We campaigned, thanks to Tedros supported us, and many of you supported us on this campaign. We sent out this notices and appeal to the whole world, and we got more and more signatures. We came closer and closer in WTO session because they need a consensus resolution. We are trying to build up the consensus resolution. We never could do that. First of all, it was a very large number which opposed us. Opposition becomes smaller and smaller. In the final round, 10 countries stayed away from voting. So we didn't have the consensus. You know, when the vaccine was produced, where this vaccine went? 80% of the vaccines went to the 10 countries. You know whose 10 countries are. And people suffered throughout the world. They couldn't afford this.